Hello everyone. You are on Channel Rewatch. Today we will talk about a girl who rejected a guy and paid dearly for it. A nondescript guy sits and waits for his turn, clearing dust from an expensive boot with a white toe. The guy realizes that he will be called soon. He carefully wipes his glasses, straightens his hair, and checks his breath. The guy collects his papers in an armful and is already heading to the meeting when suddenly a folder with papers falls to the floor. Noticing this, the girl's secretary smiled sweetly and shakes her head condemningly, clearly thinking, what a loser. After entering the botanist's office, a girl shows him where to sit with a short gesture, unable to tell him out loud because she is talking on the phone. The girl continues to talk on the phone for some time, and then abruptly throws the phone onto the table in front of her. Drawing attention to our hero with glasses, she takes a sheet of poetry from him, and immediately says that this is a very weak job and that it does not fit. The guy in disbelief is outraged, asking how these beautiful verses could not fit, to which the girl replies that there is absolutely no talent in these verses. But the guy does not retreat from this challenge. Taking off his glasses, he begins to read the poetry aloud with great emotion. The poem begins with the words, "Song time," and ends with the words, "And you hit your thighs on the nerves, squeezing the high-speed brake." But the girl is not impressed by this supposed masterpiece. All the same, she tells him that the poem does not fit and says goodbye to the man. After that, the girl hurries off from work. Not having time to hide around the corner, she meets her boss, who is interested in how the preparations for the new numbers are going. The girl replies that everything is under control, to which the wise boss shakes his head in doubt. The girl runs to the cafe, where her friend was waiting for her. The girl brags to her about her new boyfriend and constantly praises him, reading a poem he wrote that begins with the words, "Song time." The girl, having heard the beginning of this verse, involuntarily spits out the juice from her mouth without having time to swallow it. Arriving at her home, the attendant solemnly hands her flowers from a stranger. The girl is at a loss. Who could have sent them? The girl's joy instantly spoils when she reads the first words from the verse, "Song time," from a note. Nervously, she throws the bouquet on the floor and kicks it 2 times. Finding herself on the floor, she sees from the far end of the corridor her boyfriend throwing out her clothes and things. She does not understand what is happening and asks her boyfriend to explain. He says that he thought she was cheating on him, and as proof, shows her a piece of paper with a verse that he found in the pocket of her coat. The poem begins with the words, "Song time." After that, he pushes his former lover and calls her a prostitute. In a frustrated mood, the girl runs into the street, jumps into a taxi, and arrives at the botanist's address. Having reached her destination, she is looking for the nondescript man with glasses. Of course, there is no one there. But suddenly, she hears the sound of an incoming message on a tablet, takes it, and there her boss reads these verses, beginning with "Song time." As it turned out, these are the poems of the great poet Joseph Brodsky. The boss is outraged by the trick of his subordinate, that she refused to publish the classic, and immediately dismisses her. A cute nerd appears in the frame and winks cheerfully at the girl, but the girl is hysterical. She begins to cry from powerlessness. And now we see our hero in a new role. Now he is not a downtrodden nerd with glasses, but a successful businessman. He receives a call from a young actor, which asks to resolve his conflict with the director.